Hi, welcome back to Zenful Note. If you're new, Zenful Note is a community focused on self-help and self-discovery. We encourage you to dive deep within, to be introspective, to be curious about your inner world. At Zenful Note, we want to help you enhance the most important relationship that you'll ever have, the one with yourself. Don't forget to download the Zenful Note app for more meditations, shadow work resources, deep prompts, exercises designed with the help of therapists, and shadow work card games. There's so many resources on the Zenful Note app. Definitely give it a download. Carl Jung once said, like plants, so men also grow, some in light, others in the shadows. There are many who need the shadows and not the light. If you're watching this video, you might be at a place in life where you are yearning for growth, for understanding, maybe for change, maybe for clarity, and it might come from the dark. It might reside in the darkness, and you've come to the right place because we are going to explore how to navigate in the darkness. And today I want to guide you through step by step on how to do shadow work, how to begin your shadow work journey. This is a great starting place to anyone who has been newly introduced to the concept, to the idea of shadow work, and you want to explore it further. If you have been anywhere online on social media, you may have come across the viral shadow work journal, which I've created. This shadow work journal has been a profound and transformative resource for millions of people. It's allowed so many people to pour their hearts out on paper, to gain new realizations and insights into their psyches. And I highly recommend it to you if you want to start on a shadow work journey. It's a compassionate guide towards healing and uncovering those shadow aspects of yourself. And it's available anywhere books are sold. So you can grab it in stores, Walmart, Target, Barnes & Nobles. You can also get it online on Amazon. It's resonated so well with all kinds of people because of its universal appeal. And this is because shadow work is a profound process of self-discovery and healing that anyone who is ready can start. It involves exploring the hidden aspects of your personality, of your mind, the parts that we often reject or ignore or try to hide. And so we're going to walk through what shadow work is and how to do it and why it's important. First, let's start with understanding what shadow work is. The term shadow was first coined by Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst Carl Jung. You can also thank him for terms that you use every day like extrovert, introvert, and all the Myers-Briggs personality types. The shadow is what Jung used to describe the unconscious parts of our personality. These can include traits like jealousy, anger, sadness, anxiety, fear, but it can also contain positive qualities that we also tend to suppress or ignore due to societal norms or past experiences that caused us to hide and contract those qualities in ourselves. And the process of shadow work involves bringing these hidden aspects back up to the surface, back into the light of our consciousness, so that we can acknowledge and integrate them to achieve a greater sense of wholeness, self-awareness, and eventually healing. Shadow work is so important because by confronting and acknowledging and integrating our shadow, we can heal past wounds, we can understand our triggers, and with that, we can improve our relationships and live a more authentic and fulfilling life. It's about embracing all parts of ourselves and finding wholeness within. Step one to doing shadow work is by setting the intention. Before you begin shadow work, it's so important to set a clear intention for your journey. Ask yourself, why do you want to do this work? What do you hope to achieve? Setting an intention helps you create a purposeful approach to your shadow work journey. An example could be, I want to understand and heal my fear of rejection. So this intention will guide your exploration of yourself and keep you grounded throughout the process. Step two when doing shadow work is to create a safe space for yourself. Shadow work can bring up deep and sometimes painful emotions. So it's important to create a safe and supportive environment for yourself. Find a quiet, comfortable space where you can be alone without any distractions, and bring in some things to create the essence, the mood that you want to cultivate in yourself. If you want to light a candle or play soothing music or have like comfortable items nearby, anything to get you in the right headspace to feel deeply and open up your heart. Step 3 is to begin with self-reflection. This involves asking yourself introspective questions to uncover your shadow aspects. In the Shadow Work Journal, which I've created, and in the Zenfono app, there are guided prompts to help you with this process. For example, one prompt might be, think about a recent situation where you felt triggered. What emotions came up and why do you think you felt this way? So reflecting on these kinds of questions helps to bring awareness to your shadow aspects and give you a starting place to continue exploring and uncovering your shadow self. Step 4 is to acknowledge and find ways to accept your shadow and show it compassion. This means recognizing these parts of yourself without judgment and understanding that they're part of your human experience. Acceptance is crucial for healing. Acceptance means that you are ready to learn from those so-called negative aspects and see them as teachers, as signposts, as warning signs, as guides. Instead of rejecting these parts, try to understand their origins and how they've influenced your behavior in life. It's great at this point to do some hands-on exercises like writing a heartfelt letter to your inner child or saying empowering affirmations to overcome these inner child wounds. You can also find these kinds of affirmations in the Shadow Work Journal and the Zenfono app if you're curious and want to try it. You can also, at this point, sit down in front of a mirror and talk it out and engage in a dialogue with yourself. I find it so helpful, if you want to do that with a mirror, or if you just want to go on a walk and talk out loud in the middle of a forest. Find these different unique ways to acknowledge your shadow self. Step 5 is to continue this dialogue and begin the integration process. Meditation is great for this, especially visualization meditations. We have a visualization meditation for meeting your shadow on our YouTube, and we have another one for integrating your shadow, which are both great if you want to check it out. This can help you gain insight into the shadow's role and purpose in your life. Step 6 is taking this newfound awareness into your everyday life, outside of your room, outside of your journal, bringing these aspects into your conversations and relationships, into your everyday life. This might involve setting boundaries or changing behaviors or finding new ways to cope with your triggers. And by integrating your shadow in this way, you can transform these aspects into strengths and resources that support your growth and well-being. Step 7 in doing shadow work is to practice self-compassion. Shadow work can be so challenging, and it's important to be kind and compassionate with yourself throughout the process. Remember that this healing is a journey, and it's okay to take your time. Self-compassion helps to create a supportive environment for healing and growth. It helps to bring balance into your life and into your shadow work journey. Now, let's look at a practical example from the Shadow Work Journal. One of the exercises in the journal is called mirror gazing, and in this exercise, you sit in front of the mirror and look into your own eyes. You might feel uncomfortable or emotional as you do this, but the goal is to observe any thoughts and feelings or memories that arise and to acknowledge them without judgment. Mirror gazing helps to bring your shadow aspects to the surface. It allows you to confront and integrate them. Finally, let's talk about shadow work journaling. For example, a prompt might be, describe a time when you felt envious. What triggered this feeling and how did you react? Shadow work journaling helps to bring awareness to your shadow aspects, and it provides a structured way to explore and integrate them. There's a curated list of deep journal prompts in the Shadow Work Journal and accompanying Zenfono app that you can explore. I would love to hear about your experiences or any follow-up questions that you have about shadow work. Please share them in the comments below. Your insights and curiosity is incredibly valuable to our community here. And connect with us on TikTok and Instagram. And don't forget to download the Zenful app. With every annual subscription purchase, we give a full year subscription to someone in need. So if you'd benefit from this program, please fill out the accessibility form linked below. And if you found this video helpful, please like and share it. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on personal development and self-discovery. Check out our other videos for resources on this topic.